Worry is something many of us struggle with. Whenever I deliver resilience training, which I've been doing quite a lot recently, I guarantee that when I ask the question, who is a worrier, at least half of the room will raise their hands. It's the persistent stream of what ifs and worst case scenarios that keep us preoccupied, often making it difficult to relax or enjoy the present moment. In this video, we'll explore what worry is, why we've evolved to do it, and how strategies like worry time can help us manage it effectively. I'm Jo Banks. I've been a professional executive business coach for 16 years, and I'm sharing what I know. While worry is often viewed as a negative state, it actually has its roots in human evolution, serving as a survival mechanism. However, in today's fast-paced, complex world, unchecked worry can become a significant source of stress and anxiety. What is worry? Worry is a cognitive process, a repetitive cycle of thoughts centered on potential future problems or threats. Unlike fear, which is a direct response to an immediate danger or perceived danger, worry is anticipatory and speculative. We anticipate future events and speculate about how they might affect us. It involves mentally simulating scenarios that haven't happened or may never happen, imagining all the things that could go wrong and strategizing ways to avoid or cope with those situations. Common themes of worry include health concerns, financial stability, relationships, including our children, work responsibilities, global and societal issues, and I could go on. While worry often feels unproductive, it stems from an attempt to solve problems or prepare for uncertainty. The evolutionary function of worry. To understand why we worry, it helps to look at its evolutionary roots. For early humans, worrying about potential dangers such as predators, food shortages, or tribal conflicts was a survival advantage. Those who anticipated and prepared for those threats were more likely to survive and pass on their genes. How worry helped early humans. Number 1, threat anticipation. Worry enabled our ancestors to predict risks and take preemptive action. For example, worrying about potential drought might have prompted early humans to store food or seek alternative water sources. Number 2, problem solving. Imagining different scenarios and their outcomes helped early humans develop solutions to challenges, like creating tools or strategies for hunting. Number 3, social cohesion. Worrying about relationships or group dynamics encouraged behaviours that maintained social bonds and minimised conflicts, which were vital for survival in communal settings. The tribe had to work together to ensure survival. In this context, worry was a helpful tool. However, in the modern world where threats are rarely life-threatening and often abstract, this mechanism can go into overdrive, leading to chronic stress. When worry becomes a problem. While occasional worry is normal and even helpful, excessive worry can become debilitating. Chronic worrying often leads to, number 1, mental exhaustion. The constant mental chatter can drain cognitive resources, making it harder to focus on other tasks. Number 2, emotional distress. Persistent worry can lead to feelings of anxiety, fear, or hopelessness. Number 3, physical health issues. Chronic stress caused by worry is associated with problems like headaches, high blood pressure, bad back and hip pain, and also sleep disturbances, to name but a few. When worry dominates your thoughts, it ceases to be a useful tool and instead becomes a source of distress, both physically and mentally. Strategies to manage worry. The good news is that worry can be managed with the right strategies. Here are how you can break the cycle and regain control. Number 1, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves bringing your attention to the present moment without judgment. Since worry is future focused, mindfulness can help redirect your thoughts back to the here and now. How to practice mindfulness. Start with deep breathing exercises, focusing on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. You can also use the physiological sigh, which I've discussed in other videos. That immediately brings our nervous system back to what we call homeostasis, so baseline. So to do the physiological sigh, it's 2 breaths in through your nose and then 1 long breath out. Make sure that when you do those 2 breaths in, your lungs are thoroughly expanded and you can't get any more air in. And then it's 1 long breath out through the mouth. You only need to do that 2 or 3 times and it will make a significant impact on how you feel. Grounding techniques such as noticing 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 that you can smell and 1 that you can taste can be really useful. Next, incorporate meditation into your routine and build resilience against your intrusive thoughts. Meditation is brilliant for helping bring you back to the here and now rather than forward thinking. Number 2, challenge your worries. Not all worries are rational or likely to come true. Cognitive behavioural therapy, CBT techniques can help you evaluate and put your worries into perspective. Here are some steps to challenge your worries. Firstly, write them down. List your worries and categorise them into likely versus unlikely outcomes. Next, question them. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have that this will happen? Or if this happens, what's the worst that could realistically occur? Next, we have reframing the thought. Replace catastrophic thinking with balanced alternatives. For example, I might fail the presentation becomes I've prepared and I'll do my best. I have an entire video dedicated to what we call automatic negative thoughts with lots of strategies in there. I'll leave the link below. Number 3, and I love this one, set aside worry time. One super effective strategy for managing worry that I teach many of my clients and I always teach in my resilience workshops is to designate a specific time during the day to focus on worries, or even have a day that you dedicate to worry. For example, Worry Wednesday. This approach, known as worry time, can help you contain your concerns rather than letting them intrude on your entire day. How worry time works. Choose a time. Set aside 5 to 15 minutes each day as your designated worry time. Preferably the same time every day, but not right before bed. Otherwise, you'll just be giving your brain things to worry about while you sleep. Postpone your worries. When a worry arises during the day, remind yourself, I'll think about this during my worry time, then change your thoughts to something more productive. Here's the thing. We cannot have 2 thoughts at once. It's impossible. So getting into the habit of redirecting your thoughts away from what you're worrying about is incredibly useful. Don't write down your worries, especially if you choose to worry once a week. I guarantee that you'll forget most of them by the time your worry time arrives. Focus during worry time. During your allotted time, reflect on your worries, but focus should be on solutions. Either take action immediately afterwards or wait until the next worry time. Some additional tips. Sit somewhere really uncomfortable when you do your worry time, like the bottom of the stairs. Avoid sitting in your usual spot on the sofa. Wherever you practice your worrying will become an anchor for worry, so you don't want to do that somewhere that you like to sit. Put a timer on your phone so that you don't dwell too much. Focus on looking for solutions that are easy and that you can get into action with straight away. If you choose to do a worry day, like Worry Wednesday, I recommend that you still limit your worry time to no more than 15 minutes. By confining your worries to a specific time frame, you create boundaries that allow you to focus on the present throughout the rest of your day. Focus on problem solving. While worry often masquerades or appears as problem solving, it's typically unproductive. To turn worry into action, firstly identify which worries are actionable. For example, what if I lose my job becomes what steps can I take to enhance my job security? Break problems into smaller, more manageable tasks and tackle them one-to-one. Next, let go of worries you can't control, such as global events or other people's opinions. Embrace uncertainty. A significant driver of worry is the desire for certainty in an unpredictable world. Learning to accept uncertainty can reduce the need to overthink every possible outcome. Ways to build tolerance for uncertainty. Firstly, remind yourself that you've successfully handled every unexpected situation you've ever come across. In fact, you have dealt with every single problem you've ever encountered. How do I know? Because you're still here watching this video. You are far more resilient and resourceful than you think. Next, practice letting go of small decisions like what to eat or what to wear without overthinking them. Future planning is good here. Try to take as much effort out of the basic human things we need to do as possible. For example, meal prep or plan and organise your outfits or your family's outfits for the entire week on a Sunday. When we take time out to plan, it takes the pressure off in real time. Use affirmations such as, I can't predict everything, but I can handle what comes my way. The benefits of managing worry. When you take steps to manage worry, you'll likely notice a range of positive effects. Number one, improved focus and productivity as your mind isn't consumed by intrusive thoughts. We only have so much brain energy, a bit like your phone battery, and it drains during the day. Worrying not only drains our brain battery, but often drains it more quickly. Number two, greater emotional balance and resilience in the face of challenges. Number three, better physical health, including reduced stress-related symptoms like headaches, fatigue, backache, hip pain. And number four, more enjoyment of the present moment, free from constant what-ifs. The wrap-up. Worry is an ancient mechanism that helped our ancestors survive, but in the modern world, it often creates more problems than it solves. Understanding its functions and learning strategies to manage it, like mindfulness, cognitive reframing, and setting aside worry time, can transform your relationship with worry. Instead of letting it control your thoughts, you can use worry to your advantage, focusing on the aspects of your life that truly matter while letting go of the rest. Remember, you're not your worries. They're just thoughts, and you have the power to choose how much space they occupy in your life. What next? If you have anything you'd like to add to today's video, or you have any topics you'd like me to cover in future, please leave them in the comments section below. I read and respond to everything and really love interacting with you all. If you enjoyed this video, please support this channel with a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. Finally, thank you to everybody who stays until the very end, and thank you so much for your support. It really does mean the world to me.